get ready for a session on Google Slides. Hello everyone once again, and I'm going to share my screen. I hope we all enjoy learning. And again, as this is learning is sharing. So whatever you learn, whatever I'm able to make you learn, I hope we all share with each other. You share it with your colleagues, and it would be wonderful for that. So let me share my screen. Okay. Okay, teachers, I hope my screen is visible. Sonia? Sonia, is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay, okay, thank you. So teachers, I'm currently heading the mathematics department at Icon International School, and I'm a maths teacher, of course. So today's session, it's actually based on how well we are going to use Google Slides in our classroom. So before I start, I'd like to read this quote to you. Technology will not replace great teachers, but technology in the hands of great teachers can definitely be transformational. And this is very, very true. And I know we all would agree to that. Because see, when right now in today's age, when we have lots of many tools available to us, but that tool or that digital platform, how well or how good it will be for our students depends on us. It depends on our creativity. So definitely technology is required, but it cannot replace us. So what we are going to learn in today's session is I'm going to teach you how well you can use this tool, that is Google Slides, in your classes. I will share what I have done in my classes, but I know you all can go more creative than me. So what is Google Slides? Google Slide is a web-based presentation, and it is a software. It is actually very similar to Microsoft PowerPoint, which maybe you all must be working upon. It is very, very similar to that. It's an equivalence. So it consists of individual pages, slides. You can insert text, graphics, sounds, everything that you're able to do in a PowerPoint, you can do in Google Slides also. Then the point comes, why then? Why are we supposed to learn Google Slides? Well, there is a very, very unique feature of Google Slide which will help you out only, and I think mostly during this current scenario when we all are sitting in at our houses, but we need to collaborate with each other. So how do we do that? I'll tell you further when I proceed. So what are the benefits of creating a presentation using Google Slides? Is that your presentation, it is easy to share. What do I mean by that? See, generally nowadays when we prepare or make PPTs, and let's say you want your colleague also to work upon that, what do? You attach it, as in you send it through an attachment, right? So it takes a space in your inbox also. But when you work on Google Slides, you can share it simply via a link. Okay, I'll tell you how. Further, I'll tell you how. So it does not take up space in your inbox. It's easy to collaborate with others when you use Google Slides. That means you can collaborate real time. In real time, you can have two people working on the same PPT at very comfortably sitting at their own home. So it's very easy to collaborate when you're working on Google Slides. It's easy to access anywhere, wherever there is internet access, you can access it. Though I'll tell you a way also when you can access it without internet. Then, of course, it's easy to add drawings, images, and video in Google Slides. It's a simple presentation software. So let's get creative. Before I tell you how to make anything on the Google Slide, first we should know what are the first few elements of a good presentation. So as I always say, if you have attended my previous session, we should focus on the content first. Okay, you decide the content, make the layout, make the slides, arrange it in a slide sort of view, add your animations and transitions, make it visually impactful, and in the end, collaborate. This feature is available only in Google Slides. Okay, how do we collaborate? I'll tell you later on. So coming to, so what are we going to learn in session today? We are basically three modules are there. I'll tell you how to create a PPT in Google Slides. How can you open a PPT? I'll also tell you how to edit and format. A presentation means a simple fonts, how to edit the background of slides, everything. And towards the end of the session, I'll tell you how you can share and collaborate on this PPT that you have made. Okay. So are we all ready? Let's the learning begin. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share my screen and I'll go to web browser. Now the first step. I hope you all are ready with your devices. I would, though if you're doing it on phone, it's perfectly fine. But I would suggest whatever I'm going to tell you the steps, you should start on your computer, on your laptop, because it's easier to work. You get a lot of space to work, not on the phone. So how do we open? So very first thing that is required if you want to work on Google Slide is you should have a Google account. You cannot do anything with Google Slides till you have a Google account, which is free, of course. And most of us, now you don't have to go and create a Google account as such. Most of us, we have a Gmail account already. If you're able to see my screen, you'll be able to see that this is the screen. Okay, this is my Gmail account. So everybody has a Gmail account. If you don't have, even I'll tell you that also. If there are teachers who do not have a Gmail account, you can very well go on your browser and you can create a Google account. You should go on google.com. Okay. Now, since here I'm already logged in, so it's showing my profile P over here. So, but very I can do over here also. See, what I'll do. When I click on add another account, use another account, what you just have to do is on and here you see create account. So you just have to go on google.com and since I'm logged in, that's why I had to do so many processes, but you will just get the option of create account and you need to click on that for myself and you'll be able to create account. Okay, so this is what you do. Now I'll just move it over here. Yeah. So here you will go and create accounts, but I'm just assuming that we all are having Google accounts or Gmail accounts, so I'll stick to that. So let's say we all have Gmail account. That means you already have Google Slides with you. How do you access it? When you go in your Gmail inbox, the top right, where your profile picture, here you see it's P written over here for my ID, where your profile picture is there, just besides that, there will be one icon. Okay, so can you see this? These dots over here. So you just have to click on these dots and this Google Drive, this triangle which you see over here is the Google Drive. Now there are two ways of accessing your Google Slide. You can either go through your Google Drive or you can go directly. If you just scroll it down, you see Google Slides over here. This is slides. This is the icon, this yellow box. So this is Google Slides. So you can just click on it and you have, this is what will open in front of you. Okay. So I hope till here I'm clear with everyone how you will access the Google Slides. Then I'll teach how to make. Sonia, is there any questions regarding accessing the Google Slides?
Teachers, if anyone is unable to access Google Slides, please post in chat. I also did ask in chat whether everyone was on the same page, and no teacher so far has told us they're facing any challenges. Teachers,
Okay,
it would be really important for you to understand and work with us and create these slides with Priyanka ma'am, so that you can submit your assignment successfully. So if you face any challenges, please do text on chat. Priyanka ma'am, you can go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, so this is the dashboard which will open in front of you. Okay. So if you want, just this is the dashboard. If you see over here, it has a very similar interface to Microsoft PowerPoint. Over here, you have this blank template, and then these are few templates over here. What you can do is, you can, if you look at this arrow, this top facing arrow and bottom facing arrow near template gallery. So if you click on this, you will get many more options to choose from. Okay, so you just have to go and choose from any option that you feel. So there are various categories which you can see. There are personal, then general presentation, recipe. So there are many categories. For us, there is, if you go just scroll down, there will be education, and these are various templates which are related to education. So if you want to save time, you can very well go and start with any template, because actually what happens is, in a template, it is, the layout is pre-designed, so you don't have to give a lot of thought till your content is ready. But for today's session, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go and take a blank presentation so that we learn all features. So top left, okay, and here I click. Okay, so the moment you click on blank presentation, by default, Google gives you this slide to you. That is a title and a subtitle, and this is how it opens up to you. Sonia, can you just help me out with this? This
Yes,
thing is
ma'am.
disturbing me. Just wait. Just wait. I'll do something. Yeah, it's fine. Fine. Okay, so this is the interface that will open in front of you. So before I tell you how to work about it, I'll just give you an overview how it looks like. So moment you click, you get these file, edit, view, the same menu that are there in a normal Microsoft PowerPoint. So everything is here. Then there are small commands over here for text box and shapes. And this is a custom slide which you get by default. And on the right, if you see over here, this is one window which opens by default. This is themes. Now, what are themes is, let's say this is one blank template. You would like to go for a new theme. You can select from here. Okay. So let's say for today's session, I want to go and select this one. You just click on it and your theme is selected. Okay. So now, if you see what flashed on my screen is over here, what is written is the best part of Google Slides is, since it is a web-based presentation software, you don't have to save it all the time. Whatever you do, it gets saving by default. Okay, so you don't have to go and save it again and again. Now, so I have decided my theme, my work is done, so I'm going to close it. There's a cross button over here, top right, if you see where I'm hovering my mouse. You just click on it and you have a clean area to work upon. So let's get going. So what do we do? Okay, so we have to plan a lesson now. So what lesson do we plan? Of course, let's say today I'm going to plan a lesson on science, and my children are doing lesson on plants. So since last time I did a lesson on maths, so I'm going to take session today on science. So what do I do? So here, if you see, it's very self-explanatory, this template, if you see, it's written click to add title. So you just have to click anywhere on the box and you have the cursor blinking. Let's give a title. So I'll just give the subject's name. What do I give? EVS. Then click to add subtitle. Again, go and click EVS. Okay, so I'm going to write the lesson types of plants. Okay, done till here. Now what? I have chosen the theme. I have done everything. I have written my title. But what I see is this title is very small when I look at the whole slide, and I want it in the center. Let's say if you want to edit it, if you want to format this text, what do? First thing, please remember this basic rule. Whenever you are doing any formatting, any editing, you have to select that text or object which you want to format. How do I select this text? There are two ways. You can either put your cursor, okay, press your left button down of the mouse, left click, keep it holding down and drag your cursor. This is one way of selecting. Let's say you don't have that much time that you're going to keep this, look for the cursor and drag it. Then what do? It's very simple. You see this blue box, this text box, you just have to go and click on the any one corner. So it gets selected. It is selected now. Okay. So there are two ways of selection. And then after that, you can do any formatting that you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first show this only because it shows the effect very clearly, whatever formatting I'll show. So I want this title to be bigger. Go up and look over here. All the formatting options are here on the top. So let's say I want to make it first bold. So I make it bold. Okay. I make it bold. Now it's bold. It was earlier bold itself. I want to make it italic. Click on I. I want to underline it. U. If I want to change the color of this font, I don't want this white. What do I do? Okay, I go and take a very dark color. This. Okay. If I want to make it bigger, you see the plus sign over here? A number is written and there is a plus and a minus sign. You just click on the plus sign. It goes on increasing by 1 point all the time. Okay. If you just go on clicking till this, you get the size what you want. You can go on clicking, or else you save your time. You can simply type a number also over there, or choose a number. So I go and choose 30. It is small. So what do I do? I'm going to just come over here and I'm going to make it bigger. So this is what you resize. Okay. Similarly, you can format this also. I've shown you how to format, how to change color, how to increase the size, how to do this. Okay. So we all know how to do formatting of the text. We have done till here. One more feature I would like to say, this small pen that you see over here, it's the highlighter. Highlighter is, I hope we all use highlighters in our classes. So what do we do over here? You just have to again select the text that you want to highlight, and you have to click on it, and you can choose the highlighter color. Let's say I'm going for a light mustard yellow. How will it look on the blue background? Okay, fair enough. We can proceed. So we have done till here. Okay. Now my slide I have done, but it is looking very blank. Very blank. What do I do? Yeah.
Sorry, there's just two questions that have come up. So, ma'am, could you show how to change the font?
Yeah. Font style. Okay, I'll show all the features that we can do over here. Okay, all the formatting. So the very first step, as I said, is you have to select the text that you want to format. If I want to format EVS, I select it. Here are all my options. Okay, so it was increasing size we saw. Click on plus, it will increase. Click on minus, it will decrease. Then we have bold. Okay, since it is already bold, I'm not clicking on it. See, whatever formatting I have done in this text, if you see, it has changed color over here in the command option. Okay, so it is already done. I'll show you how to change the font style. So here it's Maven Pro. Let's say I don't want to go for this. I want to go for, let me check Lobster. How does it look? Okay, so I've changed the font style also. Okay, but I would suggest that whenever we are doing any formal presentation, we should go for Times New Roman or Arial font. It looks more formal, I believe. So I'm going to go for Arial. It looks very formal. So I've done this till here. I hope it's clear now how to do formatting of a text.
Yes, ma'am. And if you could just show how to change the alignment from center to left to right. That was the last question.
Yeah. So how do I position it? I don't want it in the left. I want it in the center. So very first thing, see, when I'm moving my cursor, it is changing its design. Right now, it's the arrow shape. When I bring it over here, the moment this arrow becomes a four-sided arrow, if you see it, okay? That time, you have to press your left button down, keep it down, and you can drag it wherever you want, okay? Let's say if I want it in center, I bring it till here and I leave it, and it will come in center. But what I see is still my EVS is on the left side. It is left inclined. So what do? I want it right in the center of this text box also. I have put it in the center of the slide, the text box, but this text is not in the center. So what do? I'll select it. Okay. I go up. If you're able to see this where I'm hovering my arrow, okay, this cursor, it's written align. Below that, just beside that, in fact, is a small arrow. Click on that and you get these icons. So this is whenever you get confused in Google Slides, If you don't remember which one is left, which one is right, you just have to leave your cursor over there for a few seconds. It will itself show you where it is. See, if you see, I've just left the cursor and it is showing that this is for center alignment. So I understand it is for center alignment. I click on it and see my EVS has come in the center of the text box too. Is it clear? So I'll do the same with this. What do I do? I'll just wait for the arrow. It has become this, and I'm going to bring it over here, and I'm going to bring it in the center too. Okay. So little bit center alignment is there. So the way I have done it in the center, you can do it in the top right here, wherever you want. You can drag. You just have to press the left button, keep it pressed, and drag it wherever you want to place it on the slide. Okay, so let's say we have done this. Now here, the background of the slide was there from there before. Okay, I want to add more slides to my presentation. So how do I do that? And on that new slide, what I'm going to do, see, come over here on the top left, if you're able to see, okay, on the top left, there is a plus sign, small plus sign over here, and a small arrow just beside that. Click on that arrow, and you see there are so many layouts you can choose from. It's up to you. If you have your content ready, if you have a basic design in your mind, you can choose any if you want. Okay, you want there should be a title and two columns, you can choose this. Or if you want main point slide, you can choose this. It's up to you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a blank one, because somehow I like to place my things the way I want. And also to show you all the other features of Google Slides, I need to use this blank slide. So I just click on it and I see my blank slide has come over here, right? Now it is a plain slate. We can go creative the way we want. So let's get creative. How do I get creative? So first thing I want is I want a very good background for the slide. I don't want it to be white. Okay. So there are two ways I will teach you in which you can change this background of the slide. Come over here, wherever the menus are written. Come over here, and here you come to the insert menu. Okay. Insert menu, click. Now in insert menu, if you see, you will see the drop down shows you many options are there. I want, what I have in my mind is I'm going to give an image as a background to my slide. So when I click on image, there are many options over here. I can insert an image onto a slide. There are how many options are there? See, I can upload from my computer. That means if you have a picture which is already stored on a device, you choose this option, upload from computer. You can upload from Drive, from photos, the Google Photos one, by URL or by camera. The camera means you can use the camera of your laptop or computer. The very good feature of Google Slide, which I like, is let's say I don't have anything ready from beforehand. I don't have anything on my device. What do I do? We all go to Google Chrome and search. No need to do that. Here, what you have to do is the second option is search the web. Okay, so you just click on it. Okay, so here I have see the window comes over here, search for images on the right side. Is it visible? I just write, let's say, abstract art, wallpaper. Let's see what it gives us. See, I've got my options. If I want whichever picture I like, I just have to choose it. Okay, and I don't have to do Control C and Control V, though you can do that also. But the best feature over here is you just have to again press your left button down, click on the picture and just drag it. Leave it. It will take few seconds and your image is here on the slide. Okay, so you don't have to go on any other Google Chrome or browser. You have the image over here. And now this image is here, so I'm going to close it. Now what you see over here, the image has taken little space, but there's so much space left in the slide. What do? Either I can resize it, drag it and resize it, or else I can put my own creativity. I'm going to show you little design. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a line. Okay, simple. I'm going to create my own template. So I insert a line. How do I do it? I clicked on that line. I dragged my mouse and I have got a very good line over here. Okay. So it's created. I have this line. If you want, you can change the color of this line and double line, triple line, whatever you want. Let's say I want to change the color of the line. Okay. So first thing, what I had said in the beginning, whatever formatting or editing you want to do, what you have to do is you have to select it. So I have to select this line. It is selected. Okay. What do I do now? I go over here. Can you see this? So it's written line color. Click on it. Go for a very bright color. And it is not visible to me. So what do I do? I make it more dense. और इसको मोटा कर देते हैं. How do I do that? Let's go for 12 pointer. Now is this line visible? Yes, it is. Isn't it? So it's visible. So we are going to make it a little straight. And then I'm not liking that there's only one line over here. So what do? I press Control C, which is copy, Control on the keyboard, and then Control V. See, now it's visible. So what do? I make it more dense.
Teachers, are you able to hear me? Okay. So I think Priyanka ma'am has experienced a power cut. So she will take a little time to join us again. In the meanwhile, I would request teachers to just be a little patient, and she will join us very shortly. In the meanwhile, if you have any questions, any concerns, um, please do share that with us. Um, I saw some teachers were asking about how to use Google Slides on their cell phones. So I think in terms of cell phone usage, um, wherever Priyanka ma'am says, you have to select with your mouse. For your mobile phone, you have to just select with your finger, tap the object. If you want to make the object bigger, you pinch out with your fingers. If you want to make the object smaller, you pinch in. The interface is nearly the same. The only difference is sometimes you won't be able to see all of your options, right? The formatting options. So for that, you just have to click the three dots. Wherever you can see the three dots, you just click the three dots and you'll be able to see all of the other features. Google Slides, the app version, has most of the features on the mobile as well as desktop. It's quite similar, and there aren't too many restrictions. So, teacher, just give me a second. So, teachers, in case you have any other queries, do reach out or do put it on chat. Shubhra ma'am, I will share the YouTube live um, stream with you. So you will be able to actually watch this recording at your own pace. In case any teachers have missed the beginning of this session, you can definitely watch the video online. Priyanka ma'am is just joining us. So just give me a couple of minutes to admit her. Okay, Julie ma'am, you have a question on how to import it on phone, correct? So I'm going to just try to show you how to do it. So teachers, I'm just going to share my screen. So for example, this is how it should look. Okay, so if I just say new presentation, right? Now, if you want to import anything, so as I said, these three dots will give you all of your details, change theme, view guides, details, etc. Now, if I want to add anything, right, I just have to press the plus arrow. I hope teachers can see that, the plus arrow. That means insert. You can insert comment, text, image, shape, line, table, and link. So if we select image, you can only choose from the photos you already have on your phone or from your camera. You cannot search Google. So for teachers who are asking what the difference is between the app and the mobile version, on the mobile version and the desktop version, on the desktop version, Google allows you to also search, doing a Google search. You can also kind of add an image, right? So this is how you can add an image. So I hope that's clear. I'm going to stop my broadcast as Priyanka ma'am has just joined us.
Yeah, am I visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, so sorry. There was a power cut. So I'm just going to quickly share my screen. Okay, so is my screen visible now?
Yes, ma'am. I can see the Zoom meeting. Okay, great. Now it's visible.
Oh, okay. So sorry, teachers, and thank you so much for having patience. We all waited. So let us see now. So where were we? I was just saying that we were formatting a slide, right? We were customizing it. So we had just two lines just to make it a little beautiful. I don't know whether it's looking beautiful or not, but yes, the purpose was to make it beautiful. So I'm going to give a yellow color to that. And we have this slide ready. It has its own design now. Okay, so this is my custom slide. Now, how do I resize and picture? Let's say this picture, I did not want to put this line over here. I just wanted to resize it, to fill my whole slide. That time, please remember, whenever you insert any picture or object, you have points at the corners and at the sides. If you see, when you put your arrow or cursor on that, it changes size. See, if I move it, it goes at it. You can decrease it from here, okay, or you can increase it. Okay, it's up to you. If you do not want to put this line, you just have to drag it and fill the place, and you will have it. Okay, this is how it goes. So I have my slide ready. Now what do I do? Let's say we are done with formatting and editing of text. We have done with how to put a test. We are done how to insert an object or a picture, okay, directly from the web through this only. So what do I want to do now? Let's say, see, the moment I am done over here, if you come up and you see there is one more option has come over here, replace image. Okay, if you are not happy with it, you can simply click on that and replace the image. Okay, you have format options. How do you want to format it? But I'll leave that till now. Let's not go into that. Let's say I've done my formatting and I want to have done EVS lesson planning. I want to put a video over here for my children to see. I have to insert a video. Okay, how do I do that? Again, I go on the insert column. Okay, so here insert, I go to video, and when I click on the video, when I click on video, okay, so to insert a video, we have three options. Okay, in inserting image, we had many options. But for a video to be inserted in Google Slides, you can select a video directly through this. If you have anything on the Google Drive already, you can select. But please remember, in Google Slides, you cannot put any video which is there on your laptop. You have to put that video or upload that video on the Google Drive, then only you'll be able to put it in your Google Slide. So this is one limitation which you all have to remember. So let's say, okay, I don't have anything, so but I know what I have to look for. So let me write types of plants. Sorry, plants. And I click on search. And I have these many videos available. I just have to whichever I want to like or whichever I want to insert. For now, I'm not going into the details. So whichever first video is here, I'm going to select it, okay? Because we just have to learn how to select, how to put a video. So I click on it. The moment you click on it, this select button at the bottom left gets highlighted. So you just have to click on select, and within few seconds, that video is here. You have the video. The video is ready. And moment you add this video, you must have seen a new window has opened at the right. Okay. So what is this? This is simply for formatting. Let's say if we want to format this video, you cannot change the video. Please remember, formatting the video means you can resize it. Okay. So you can see over here, there are many options. You can crop the video here itself. You can decide at what time you want the video to be played from for your children. If you have watched the video from beforehand, you can decide, okay, that it should start playing from 1 minute and to what time. So anything is possible over here. You just have to see the video and decide, okay. And you can resize it. I have told you, if I want to cover it the entire slide, I always say a practical tip. I would say that please never resize from the left or right. You know what happens is it distorts the ratio of the original image. Okay, it gets distorted. So I always suggest whenever you are resizing, go from the corner, any four corners, you please drag from there. What happens is the size, the proportion, it remains the same. And then I just place it in the center. Okay. So we have learned how to insert a video, image, object, everything we have done. Let's say we are done with this. Now what I do? I want to add one more slide. But I don't want to go and make all this effort all over again. I don't want to go and put this picture again. I don't want to do everything like this. What do I do then? It's a very simple trick. Go and click on the slide over here on the left. See, I've just clicked on it. Click right click. Okay. When you do right click, you have these options coming. Go and select duplicate slide. Moment you select duplicate slide, the slide duplicates itself. Okay. So your effort is saved. You go on the slide, you just have to now remove this video from here because I want to put something else over here. So what do? You select it, click on it, and just press delete. The video is gone. Now this slide is ready for whatever I want to put on. Okay, so we have see till now what we have done. We have done all these things, creation of slides, creation of PPT, everything we have done. No need to save. I've told you earlier also, because it gets saved on its own. Okay, it's auto saved. What else is required? We have inserted video, we have inserted object. Now we have done everything. Okay, I got disconnected also in between. But did you see when I came back, everything was intact, nothing had changed. But there was one thing which we missed. What was that? We did not name our presentation. So how do I name a presentation in Google Slide? That work is also very, very easy. See, you go on the top left. Over here, if you see, it's written untitled presentation. You just go over there. It's written, moment you hover your cursor over there, you'll get this rename. So you give a click and see, I did not do anything. By default, what this does is whatever title you have given on your first slide, it gives that name to the presentation. If you're happy with that name, you just click anywhere outside. If you want to change it, you very well, you just start writing, let's say trial lesson. and click anywhere outside and my PPT is renamed. Okay. So I have 3 slides. We have understood all the features. I'm going to tell you now how to put, let's say, a small quiz sort of thing if you want to create for your children. It's very simple. Simple animation and transition is required for that. Okay. So we move to the animation and transition part, and then we'll come to the last part of the segment wherein I'll tell you how to share and collaborate. Okay. So how do we put animation and transition? Sonia, do stop me if any question comes up. Otherwise, I'm just continuing. Okay. So how do I put animation and transition? Now, what is the difference first between animation and transition? Animation is what you do on the objects that you have put on the slide. For example, in this slide, I have put this picture over here. Okay. So it is over here. I've put it as a background. So I don't want any animation on it. Animation I can put on any object that is there on the slide. And transition is how your slides will change. अगर इसको लेमैन के टर्म्स में बोले कैसे आप बुक के पेजेस पलट रहे हैं, इट इज ऑल दैट इज ट्रांजिशन. ओके, सो कैसे आपकी स्लाइड आपके पीपीटी में आएगी, दैट इज ट्रांजिशन. So I'll tell you both. So first learn animation. So here I would like to say that compared to Microsoft PowerPoint, there are little limited options as far as animation is concerned. But whatever is there, that is good enough. That is wonderful. Okay. So to animate, let me first put something. I don't want to animate my background. So let me put something. What do I put? Come to insert. Okay. And let's say I'm going to insert a text box. How do I insert a text box? Now in the first slide, the text box was already there. We just clicked and we wrote. What here, it's not there. So what do? I click on text box. Moment I click on it, nothing happens. But if you see, this cursor has changed into a plus sign. So wherever you want the text box to come, you just stop over there, hold your left click down and drag it till however where you want to drag. I have dragged till here. Okay, so my text box is created. Now I want to write in it. But if I write on this background, blue background, will it be visible? I don't think so. So what do? I'm going to select it first. How do I select? Click on the corner, any corner. I've selected. I go over here. Can you see over here? It's written fill color. Okay. So let's try this. So I have a color filled. Okay. Somehow I don't like it, so I'm going to change it a little bit. So I filled this color and now my slate is ready. I can write anything. So I'm going to write, let's have a quiz, because that is what I plan to do on this slide. So I've written, let's have a quiz. And what do I do after this? I'm going to, I see that it's very small. So a quick revision of what we have learned about formatting. Select it, bold, italic. I don't want to, okay, let's underline it also. Color, I wanted black only. I can highlight it. I can highlight it in, let's say this color. And I want to make it bigger. So, okay, bas. So it's here, but my text box is so big. So what do? I have to resize it. Corner, drag it, and you keep it till where you want. So I've resized it. And now I want to move it around the slide. I don't want it exactly in the center. So see my cursor change like a 4-sided arrow. I drag it top. Okay. So I hope till here it's clear. And for the quiz, I'm just going to give 2 pictures to just give you an idea how you can do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert picture. Okay, picture of 2 trees, and I want my children to identify, since they have learned about types of plants. So I want them to identify the different images of trees that I'm going to show to them. So as we have seen, we have inserted image from web already. I have shown you that. So I'm going to show you how to insert image from your computer, from your device. Okay. So device, please remember, video cannot be uploaded from your device, but image can be. Okay. So upload from computer. So you have your folder open. So I had done my homework a little bit. So I have two images over here for trees. So I'm going to select both. I select this one. And I'm so sorry, I wanted to select both. I just clicked on one. I'm going to go again. And I'm going to select this also. Okay, so I have my two pictures over here. How do I make a quiz on it? See, it's very simple. What I'll do is, first I will resize it. I'll make it small. I want the children to identify the trees. I'll make this also. And I'm going to make this a little bigger, like this. And then I'm going to write a text also. Okay. So let's say I don't want to go and insert another text box. So what do is I just click on this text box. Okay. Corner. It is selected. Control C and Control V. I do it twice. One more Control V. Why do I do it? To reduce my work. I drag it now and I put it just in front of the tree. I also drag this and put it in front of the tree. Okay. What I'm going to put over here, I'm going to put the name of the tree over here. So banyan tree. And this is maple. Done. So I have my answer ready and I want to give it the form of a quiz. What do is I'm going to hide my answer so that my children, they do not see it. Okay. I'll show it to them once they answer. So I'm going to cover it with a shape. So instead of going to insert and a shape, you can come straight away over here. Just below this, if you see the shapes icon is there. You click on that and you can go shapes and you can go for a triangle, sorry, rectangle. Again, left button down, click and cover the answer. Same goes over here. I select it, Control C, because same shape I'm going to use for covering the next one also, Control V, and I drag it over here and it's covered. So this is done. Now to give it a more good look of a quiz, I'm going to add animation. Now comes animation. So I select this object and I come over here and you see over here, there are options over here. And first I'm going to close it. Yeah. Moment I close that, I've selected this object. Over here, if you see top right, here is format options. I don't want to format it. I want to animate it. Okay. Am I still audible, Sonia?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, thank God I connected to my mobile data. Okay, so I click on animate, though I'll be a little darker now. Animate, so that is to add animations. So here, if you see animations, you have this, right? A window opens up. And here, please watch carefully. How do we add animations? Animations, if you see, it's written object animations. On that, over here, it's written by default, there is this option, this animation is there, which if I want, I can select it, that is fade in. But I don't want fade in. And let's say I don't understand what is fade in. What do? I click on this small arrow. There are many options of animation available. I'm going to choose fly out to right. Because when I give it a thought, it seems that it will fly out towards right, towards my right. Okay. So I'm going to select it. Selected. How do I want to fly it out? On my click. Okay. I don't want to go on its own. I'll wait for the children to answer. Let's say I don't understand. ये कैसा दिखेगा मुझे? I can preview it. How? If you click on this play, it will show you. It will go like this. Okay, so I've done my animation. I will stop it because I have to add more animations. I'll select this also, the second one, and I'm going to give the same animation to that also. I'm going to choose fly out to right. It's already chosen and I'm adding it. Okay, so wait. I have to select this, then add animation, and I'm going to choose fly out to right. Okay, I've done this. My animations are added. Now I'm going to close it. So we have created our quiz, a simple short quiz. Okay, let's see, we have done till here. We have done everything. I think we have learned everything till now. How to create, how to save a file, how to edit a text, format a text, inserting pictures and videos, and of course, little animation also. You can go creative, you can add your own. Let's say if you want the pictures also to come flying in or from the bottom, you can do that also. How do we do it now? Let's add some transition. If you see whichever slide you have added animation, if you see over here on the left side where my cursor is moving, these circles have come up. This shows that some animation has been added on this slide. Okay, so that is a cue to you that animation has been done. So we have done till here, it is auto saved. What do I do now? Let us present it. Now, if I present it like this, the slides will move on click, but I want to come very beautifully on the screen. So what do? I add transitions. So now I'm not going to select any object. I'm going to select a slide. I go back over here and I click. Okay, I click on the slide, and again I go to, if you see, moment I have clicked on the slide, that animate option has changed to transition. If you see over here, its transition is here. You click on it and you have this right window opens up in front of you. Right now, no transitions are there, so none. Open it, and let's say it's written, I'll go for cube. It looks very nice because I go for cube. And let's say I would like to see how this cube transition happens. So I click on play. Okay, did you see? I somehow I like it very much. So I have this transition. Okay, so I like this transition. What do? I'm going to first, please remember, you have to stop it because you were previewing now, previewing it right now. So I've stopped it, stopped the preview, and I want this transition for all my slides, right? So I'm going to see over here, come to the right window, and here there is this thing written apply to all slides. So you just go and click on apply to all slides. Okay. Now all slides have this transition now, what you just chose, that is cube. Okay. Now I'll close it. Let's say, let us watch it now, how it looks. So here you don't have slideshow as such, you have this present option over here. Okay. And you can present from here. So I'll show you how it looks. So this is what we have made. It comes like this. You have this video. If you click on play, it will play. I don't want to do that first right now. So I'll just move. Stop. And I change. I have this quiz. I'll ask children the question, identify the two trees. A child answers. You want to show the answer? Show. Okay, you are correct or incorrect. And for the second one, and then the slideshow is, the presentation is over. Okay. So any question till now, Sonia, or shall I move to that collaboration part?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can you repeat the beginning section, like when you added transition? Can you repeat it one more time? I think
Yeah,
some teachers have missed how you added transition.
okay.
And then the thing that I am seeing is if you can also show teachers how to remove their animation. So once you've put in an animation, how to delete that animation.
See, what you can do is, okay, so first I'll show you how to remove an animation. Okay. So let's say, okay, I'll remove animation from here only. So your first step is always selecting that object. Then you go on, just wait. Yeah. So let's go and animate now. So here, animate option, click on that. And here, wherein you have chosen all this, fly out to right and all, there you just have to go, click on the arrow, and there you are going to choose none. Okay. You just have to look for it and you have to choose none over here. and the animation will go. Okay, just wait. Sorry, you can just simply click, simple. If this is not coming, simply click on it. Okay, so that animation will go away. Okay, and then comes to transition. Transition, what I did was I selected a slide. Okay, because transition is applied to a slide. So I select the slide. If you want different transitions for different slides, what I did was I chose cube transition for all my 3 slides. Let's say I want a different transition for my second slide. Okay, this let's say I'm going to put it in the third one. So what I do is I've selected my slide. I go over here, I click on transition, the top one. I hope it's visible. Transition. Come over here. Now I'm going to change it. Okay, so here when you click on the arrow, a drop down menu comes. You can either remove the transition from here, or you can simply choose whatever actually the beginning. Google Slides has very limited options when compared to animation and transitions, but whatever are there, those are good enough. Somehow I like this. So you can go for any one which you like. So you can go for, let's say, slide from right. Okay, and I'm not going to click now apply to all slides because I wanted this transition to be there only for this one, this third slide. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it. If I want to preview it, you can click on play and it will come like this. Okay, so it will slide from right. You need to stop the preview, close this, and your transition is done. Okay.
All right. So, teachers, in order for you to change your animation or add or remove animations or add or remove transitions, you simply have to click. If it's a transition, you have to click the slide. If it is a animation on an object, you have to click the object and then select the transition option on top or the animation option on top. For animation, you can delete an animation by clicking the trash icon. For transition, to delete a transition, you have to choose none. So I hope that is very clear to all teachers, even the teachers who couldn't follow how to add an animation or add a transition. The way to do it is you select the object if you want to add an animation, and then you will see animation option appear next to transition. Or if you want to add a transition, you click the entire slide on the left hand side and then click on the transition option. So I do hope everything is clear to all teachers.
So I move on to the last segment of the session, which is, and that is all, that is the main feature of Google Slide, the main beauty why we work on Google Slide. Let's say we have done till here, okay? And we have done prepared 3 slides, but I want my other team member, I have done 1 page of the quiz, okay? I want my other team member to add 1 more slide, or let's say 2 more slides on similar pattern. Okay, I have just made a, let's say, a framework of how the presentation should be, and now I want to hand it over to her, or let's say I want her also to come and work with me on the same PPT. How do I do that? So I'll show you 2 ways. Over here on the top right, if you see here, there are 2 things which I want to focus upon. One is share, and this small dialog box, if you see, it's written open comment. If I want, let's say, my partner or my teammate to add 2 more slides on the same pattern as the third slide, what I do is I click on this, okay, and I click on comment, add a comment. If you see, moment I click on that, I have this box opening up. Here I'm going to put something for my partner, for my team. Please add 2 more slides similar to the third one. Okay, so I've put this comment and I click on yellow button comment. See, I've put this comment and now I've put this on my PPT. It is not going anywhere as such. After I've put my comment for my partner or for my entire team to work upon, what I do is I need to share it. So I don't have to go and mail it to them and attach it. That's the beauty of Google Slide. You don't have to do that much. This entire PPT can be shared through a link. Okay. So what do I do? Come over here, top right. If you see this yellow rectangle, click on share. Okay. So this window opens up, share with people and groups. Over here, if you see, it's written add people and group. And here at the bottom, it's written get link. If you want, you can add email IDs of people with whom you want to share. They will get it in their Google Drive. Okay. If you want to share it on WhatsApp, let's say WhatsApp, or you just want to share one link through any other mode that you want, you have to click on get link. Okay. But see here, it's written get link and bottom of that, it's written restricted. Only people added can open with this link. So I'm going to first make it because I want, let's say I'll give it to Sonia. Sonia will give it, take it. So I'm going to click on it and I'm going to change the permissions. What I'll do is I will make it anyone with the link can see it. Okay. So I've changed the permission. Anyone with the link can see this PPT. When you come on the right, here it's written viewer. So till now, whoever has this link, with whomever I share this link, that person, let's say if I want to share it with Sonia, she'll be able to only see this PPT. If I want her to make changes, I'm going to click on this small arrow. Okay. And see, there are three options. Commenter, she also can add a comment simply, or editor. So I want her to edit. I'm going to click on edit. So once my permissions are updated, a link has already been created. You don't have to do anything. You just have to copy the link. See, link copied, done. And wherever you want to share. Okay, so generally what I do is I have my WhatsApp open on my laptop. So I share it on the WhatsApp. That also can happen, or whichever mode you want to share it with. So that link can be shared. So that your storage of the Google Drive, sometimes because nowadays we are doing so much emailing that my inbox also recently became full, so I've created another ID. So why? Because this Google Slide, if this Google Slide is used, I promise you it won't make much won't take much space on your Google Drive and you'll have your Gmail free. So this is how you can share the link, and you can share this link with your teachers. If you want, you can share this link with your students, but of course you'll have to change the entire framework of this PPT, because you'll have to give a look of the assignment. Okay, so you can share it with anyone that you want. Right now I've just copied the link. Okay, let's say because right now I've not opened my WhatsApp on the laptop, so this is the way. I hope this is clear. I will then show you how you can share using email ID. Okay, so this is how you can share, create a link and share with a teacher. And she too, if she gets the link, she too will be able to edit it. Okay. So now, and when she opens it, she will also be able to see my comment. She will know what she has to do when she is seeing this PPT, and she can add the PPT. So it's as simple as that. Another way is to just click on share. Okay, so we understood how to do using link. Let me show you how to do it using email ID. Okay, so I'll mail it myself, or info. I'll mail it. No, I'll mail it to myself. Okay, wait. I have my another ID. Okay, so I have, so whoever I want to give access to, because right now I don't know whose ID to take. So I don't want to share anybody else's ID over here. So I write my ID. I can apply the permission that I want that person to have. Okay, editor or viewer, whatever permission I want to give, I can give. Editor, I'll let it be. And then I'll just have to click send over here. So there are two ways, right? We first saw how to share it using a link, and this is another way how you can share it using, if you know the email ID, right? So if you want, there are two teachers with whom you want to work on this PPT, you can simply write their email ID and then you can simply send. When you send this, what happens is this PPT goes in their Gmail and it will open in their Google Drive. See over here, it's written one person added. And whenever that person comes online, okay, whenever that person comes online, he and you, both of you can work on the same PPT at the same time. That means real time. Right now, if I am working on this PPT and had I shared this link or this PPT with Sonia, Sonia and I together would have been able to edit the PPT at the same time. She don't have to wait for me, I don't have to wait for her. So this is the beauty of Google Slides. And in fact, I'll tell you a practical use, like I have an assembly coming up and we as a team are working on it. So we have created a Google slide for it. And we all are working on the same PPT. We don't have to mail each other out that I have done my part, you now carry out your part. You just have to do this and everything becomes smooth. So this is something which I love about Google Slides, that is collaboration in real time and sharing using a link without making your inbox heavy. So with this, I think I've covered all the features of Google Slides. If any questions are there, Sonia, I'm ready to take up.
Great. Thank you so much, ma'am, for explaining everything so simply. What I'm going to do is I am going to quickly end our live stream and then we'll open it up for questions from the teachers. So just give me a second.